Well, the World Economic Forum is in a panic that all of their puppets are being tossed out of power. So Charles Schwab no longer holds the strings to people in power. And you can tell by their documentation that they're releasing press releases and such in the coming weeks that for the Davos Economic Forum coming up, they're saying, we don't know what's going to happen because our favorite puppets have lost all their elections and power, ceded power. Here's a statement that they released just after Justin Trudeau resigned this week.
Yeah, here it is. Global cooperation at a crossroads, possibility amid rising geopolitical turmoil. But here, look at this. So here is the press release. The World Economic Forum's Global Cooperation Barometer. They have a barometer. It offers a critical assessment of state and global cooperation, showing a world grappling with heightened competition and conflict. The barometer is being released at a moment of great global instability and at a time when many new governments are developing agendas for the year and their terms ahead. So basically, we got to get out in front of this mess.
Right. So the things that caught my eye here are that global collaboration has flatlined, meaning countries don't set their agenda by the WEF anymore because people have voted for their leaders to stop that. That's exactly why. We can't help but wondering if they're panicking because their most powerful advocates, their puppets, are outgoing. Justin Trudeau, the Biden administration, Germany and France have both had a shakeup in their governments to the WEF loyalist. How will they set their agenda without their favorites? Now, look at this quote that Clayton just pointed out from this guy, the president of the WEF. He says he's worried that many new governments are forming their own agendas. Who the heck asked this guy to be worried about the leaders that we elect? Who made him in charge of what all of our elected leaders must prioritize? I mean, the hubris of that. That should make you want to punch your screen, but don't, because there's more redacted coming. This is how I read this. The leaders we want elected are outgoing. The new leaders that don't want to do what we tell them, this is a problem. He says there's a fragmented landscape, which I think is a euphemism for sovereign, which they think is a bad word. The WEF has certainly worked against that. So this is all in the run-up to the WEF Davos meeting, which is just in a few weeks. It kicks off, incidentally, on Inauguration Day, January 20th.
Good timing.
Yes. And look at what they call it. They say we really need to meet in the wake of geopolitical shocks. What do they mean by that? It means their chosen leaders have been ousted. So it's a shock mostly to them. It's clear from their meeting announcement that this is what they mean. It says, as we emerge from disruptions of democracy in this record year, we look